Hello Bookish friends, welcome to Tag Tuesday and a booktube tradition. I'm going to do Midyear Freak Out book tag. I have been doing this tag, I think, since the second year that I started booktube. It is most probably my fourth or fifth time doing this tag. I quite like this tag because it gives us a chance to talk about our favorites in the middle of the year. Like I did in the previous years, I decided to talk about one book per question to mention more of my reading year. The first question is best book you read so far this year. I actually have two clear favorites, but I will talk about the other one in the next question. So one of the best books is Elena Knows by Claudia Pineiro. I really liked the plot and the characters, but I was especially amazed by the beautiful writing style of Pineiro. Most importantly, I read this book with a wonderful group whom we had connected in a level that was so deep. Second question is best sequel. My answer for this one is The Labyrinth House Murders by Yukito Ayatsuji. The previous two books were also quite good, but this one was at another level in terms of mystery and also originality. I love the structure of the mystery and also the plot twist that kept happening, which surprised Amy and me, whom I was bud reading this book with. So it was a great experience of reading a great mystery. The third question is favorite reread. I only reread two books so far. And my favorite was The Body in the Library by Agatha Christie, one of my favorite Miss Marple books in the series. The fourth question is genre you've been loving. I will not mention mystery because mystery is certainly my favorite genre. But this year I've been more into romance with the contributions of being a part of Category Romance Online Book Club. I read quite interesting books for that club. Some of them were not good, but many of them were surprisingly well. And it really rekindled my interest for love stories. Question 5. New release you haven't read yet but want to. I want to talk about a book that just became available in my audiobook app yesterday, which is Dear Miss Lake by A.J. Pierce. The books in the series got better as time passed because I think we got more used to the characters. The storyline became more complex with each book. So I'm very hopeful for this fourth one. Question 6. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. It is Two Truths and a Murder by Colin Cambridge, the fifth book in Fleda Bright mystery series. I'm also very hopeful for the fifth book in the series because of some developments in the plot that happened in the previous book. Question 7. Biggest disappointment. I will say A Crack in the Wall by Claudia Pineiro, the same author as the best book. This book was the next book in our read-along of the author. And after Elena Knows, this book was such a big disappointment in terms of especially character development. And also the mystery was quite weak. Question 8. Biggest surprise. I will talk about a book that I read for the Category Romance Online Book Club, A Sheriff's Star by McKenna Lee. I really loved this story about a single mother who has a special needs children. Although the romance part was also very sweet, relationship between the mother and daughter and the daughter and the potential stepfather was incredible. I felt very emotional while reading those parts. So it was a very surprising book for a category romance. Question 9. Favorite new author. This could be a debut author or a new to me author. I will talk about two Turkish authors who had written very extensive works, but I somehow have not read them up until this year. The first author is Feyza Hepçilingirler. I read Zesta Posomi this year, and it was one of the best books that I read this year. And I loved her writing style, so I'm very glad that I discovered her. The same goes for Zülfü Livaneli. He is the author for Serenade, which was also translated to English as Serenade for Nadia. And I loved the way that he made us be engaged in the story, as well as the general plot. Those two authors have been my favorite new authors in 2025 so far. Question 10, newest fictional crush. I most of the time have an answer for this question. Because I cannot say that I do not have book crushes, because I certainly do. This year, I actually did not have a fictional crush, so I will skip this question. Question 11, newest favorite character. It is certainly Mrs. Polyphax by Dorothy Gilman. I read the first book, The Unexpected Mrs. Polyphax. Like the title suggests, she was a very unexpected character, but a delightful one. Being middle-aged, she is very brave and also very adventurous. The 12th question is a book that made you to cry. This book is not the only book that I cried, but I remember being very affected by the story. The short story belonging to Wonder Universe, the Julian chapter by R.G. Palacio. It was a very different take on the bully of the original book. Question 13, a book that made you happy. I always had a smile on when I was reading Minding Frankie by Mi Vinci. I think that is the general feeling that I get while I'm reading her books. Question 14, most beautiful book you received or bought. I was currently gifted by my aunt Salkım Sokak number 3 by İclen Aydın. I really like the cover design of this book, and I cannot wait to read it. Question 15, books you need to read by the end of the year. I actually do not have to read any books, but I will talk about a few that I plan to buddy read with friends. And those books are Secrets of a Summer Night by Liza Kleypas. I will buddy read this book with Amy at Zobek. Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. I will buddy read this book with Kelly. And although we have not decided on the date, I think we will buddy read with Loretta, Dexter's Final Cut by Jeff Lindsay. I also have books that I've planned for some book clubs, but I'm most committed with buddy reads lately. So I think those books will be the books that I will read for sure. And the last question is favorite book community members. I always answer this question with community members that I became friends with in that year. Unfortunately, I have not been active as I wanted in the community in the past 3 months because of quite a busy work schedule. However, with just one comment on her video, I became great friends with Tracy at Tracy's Nordic Lights. She's one of the sweetest persons that I've seen on BookTube. She's very soft-spoken and she reads great books. I really do recommend you to check out her channel. And I'm hoping that I will be more free to engage in the community in the following months and find such great friends as Tracy. Those were my answers for mid-year free cut book tag. I will not tag anybody because everybody who wants to do this tag do actually record this tag. Please comment down below. Did you have a fictional crush this year? And if you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. For Turkish word of the day, I'm going to choose bunch. Bunch means salkım in Turkish, and salkım is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.